Hello everyone, this is Terry Stephenson, Terry Stephenson Music YouTube channel. Again, thanking everyone for all the support, all the people from around the world that have subscribed and have liked and commented and all that. As you can see, we've got a big announcement, 50,000 subscribers that I'm so proud of and couldn't do it without each and every one of you. As you know, we've done a lot of Elvis research, different videos, shorts, all that to share with you. And we're still looking for more. We love Elvis, and I know everyone out there does. This is a Love Elvis channel, and that's what it's all about, is sharing all those information and songs, and new songs, of course, too, that I write along with my wife and share with everyone. We'll be doing pretty much the same. This has just been something over a year that we've been doing this channel as far as dedicated to Elvis, and we're going to continue with that. Hopefully another year. We'll have another something to share with everyone. We're going to be reading those comments here pretty soon. We had this one post about what do you love the most about Elvis? And last time I looked, there was over 80 comments. And as I promised, I will be reading those comments here and thanking everyone for participating. And again, watch out for the new songs, new videos. Tell your friends about the channel. And I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. Thank you very much. Like promised, I said I'd be reading these comments on this one short that we posted a while back about what do you love the most about Elvis, and if you saw Elvis in concert, what was it you remember the most about it? Anyway, I'll be reading these comments and the subscribers, and excuse me for the pronunciation of some of the names here, like Danubio de Oliveira 6108. I'm sorry, because I know I missed it. But despite being a celebrity in an early age, owner of worldwide fame and fortune, Elvis never lost his humble manners, using his gift to spread generosity and happiness. Very nice comment. Thank you very much. From John Lee, 000, the young Elvis, vibes, music, the lyrics, voice, looks, moves. Yes, sir, that covers just about everything, doesn't it? VEDA, TGOK 9921, his charisma and being humble. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Tina, NOE 1452. I love his laugh. If I would have met EP, I would have thanked him for just remaining the good person he really was. Good-hearted and humble. Absolutely. And got 17 likes on your comment, so it was definitely a good one. Drew Chestnut. The rawness, energy, and electricity in his performances and presence. Absolutely, and we thank you very much. AHSHA Grace 7632, his loving heart and generous soul and sense of humor and sense of playfulness. Miss seeing him live. Well, I did too, but it would be something I would treasure from now on. This is from Mita Garcia, -1. 2 or L2I. Besides being the most gorgeous man on earth, I'm out of breath every time I see him. If I would have seen him in person, I'd faint and probably never wake up. Yes, he's everything on this earth. Gigi Moore, 3738, makes me jealous. Read your comment. I was blessed to have seen him twice in concert, 1972 and 75. Thrilling experience. Well, that has to be the most wonderful thing that anybody could have seen, experienced the concert live like that, and twice. ANISOUDAHBI 305. We all miss all things about Elvis Presley, absolutely. Now I've got to translate one from Brazil here. From CLEIALESSA 965. From Brazil, looking at Elvis Presley's face is a sight for sore eyes. Have to agree. Thank you very much from Brazil. Sally, IRAWANHALIM 4552. I love my EP, Elvis Presley Forever, with a bunch of emojis of hearts, flowers, and all of that. Thank you very much. Linda Hendricks, K5W. I love Elvis for the person he is and was. He was a good man and loved and cared for his family. He cared about people. Absolutely. He'll always be remembered. And you get a love heart for that, for sure. And Wanda Cole, E5N, also commented on that. Said, yes, he was. You're right. He sure will always be remembered. Absolutely, Wanda. Got Jennifer Hensley, 2017. What isn't there to love? Elvis, everything, Elvis. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Blue Moon, 0506. The good, the bad, and the wonder of you, Elvis. Thank you very much. I apologize because I'm not able to read those letters. I don't know what country it is, but we appreciate you very much. And your comment is everything, and most of all, he wrote back to me. Missed you, Elvis. If he wrote back, that is wonderful, great. And we appreciate you very much. Sorry, I don't know where you're from, and I don't know how to read your name there, but we do appreciate it so much. Just for a moment, we went to the Heart of Texas Music Museum in Brady, Texas, a few days ago, and there's a video up of it. Well, in the restroom there's a whole framed picture of all different stamps from around the world that Elvis received on fan mail that's in the museum there, in countries from around the world. I mean, the first thing I recognized was the Philippines. There were several in there, but there's all types of country, and we'll be posting that picture or short video in this also, so you can look and see if your country is represented. Okay, Jacqueline, Mormille or Mile 4102. What I love most about Elvis was his humanity and how he treated people, especially his fans. His generosity and respect for people was astonishing, absolutely. Along with his amazing singing voice and gorgeous looks, there's no one on this planet that could compare to him. He would have been awesome to meet Elvis. Yes, it would have been awesome to meet him, but I never had the chance to. If I'm feeling a little low, I'll listen to Elvis's gospel songs. That's a great comment. Thank you very much. Jacqueline Taylor, WY8WU. I loved everything about Elvis Presley. So I'm in concert in the year of 77. I screamed out loud, I love you, Elvis. He screamed back to me, I love you too, darling. But I can't get up here. It's too much up there to show how much love. Thank you very much, Jacqueline Taylor. It had to be an exciting, very, very exciting time. And I'm really glad you got to do that. LILFEATHA 888. His faith is resilient. And what is a man if he is not his word? Absolutely. Thank you very much. Tracy Bushnell, 1425. His talent and energy transcends every decade. Everyone knows at least one song, and he was the most handsomest man on the planet. Thank you very much, Tracy. Here's another one that I have to translate here. It's an Asian country, and thank you very much, and hope you subscribed. It says Elvis Presley. It's his looks that they like, and we thank you very much. Belinda Mullins, 5989. My daddy bought me tickets to see Elvis at the Houston Rodeo in the Astrodome in 1970. I was 7. They dropped my mom and me off, and it was the most amazing show I'd ever seen. There was so much screaming, and it felt like the place was vibrating. Seeing him in person was electrifying, and I will never forget. The best birthday present ever. I will always listen to his music and cry when listening to Make the World Go Away and Bridge Over Troubled Water. When I played Elvis gospel music, that's when my children knew it was a time to clean the house. Don't ask me why, but I'm guessing it was calming. Elvis forever. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Wonderful comment. And a reply to that from Roberto, 0561. You got a good memory for a 7-year-old kid. But yeah, it would have been amazing. I wouldn't have forgotten it either. At 5 years old, even, probably. Shirley Wakely, 9133. I saw him 2 or 3 times a year once. I got to socialize with her in October 1973. I'm 68. And 68 years of loving him. No one can touch him on stage. He's got a 9th degree black belt. Worst loss we had, absolutely. And very lucky to see Elvis that many times. I think any fan, true fan who loves Elvis would envy that so much. Okay, Concepcion Gallo 229. This was also translated, so I'd love to know where you're from. Beautiful Elvis, unique, unforgettable Elvis forever. With love, love, love emojis. Absolutely. And as you know, this is the Love of Elvis channel. That's what we really, really propose here. Anything new we can find, we want to share with you, and we love the comments and everyone that participates. And thank everyone very much. Now we're back to the comments. Gypsy Diamond. Elvis is my true love. What I love about Elvis is his giving. He was always helping someone he cared about. People more than what he cared about himself, all giving a helping hand. Yes, everyone agrees with that, I'm sure. With all the cars, with all the luxurious gifts he gave. When I met Elvis backstage after one of his shows, he gave me a ring that he had on his finger, like not even a second thought. And that's just wonderful. Wonderful. Today I still have the ring, and I wear it on the chain around my neck, and the only time I take it off is when I shower. I will never forget our first meeting. Elvis is such a beautiful man, so handsome, very kind and caring. It changed my life when Elvis and I met. I probably would feel the same way. I bet I would, and I bet there's a million others and 50,000 subscribers here probably would have felt the same way. Okay, from 444 Turk. I'm 62 and been listening to Elvis since I was 12. Where I live in Bristol, England, there used to be a rock and roll pub in the city center where teddy boys and girls used to frequent the sign outside the pub. The sign outside the pub was a giant picture of Elvis. Sadly, the pub is gone, and so are most of the teddy boys. But Elvis is still kicking because in May, Dean Z came. Okay, great. And company are in town performing, taking care of business. That's wonderful. Dean Z is a great impersonator. One of my favorites, absolutely. He's handsome, like super hot, beautiful, and most handsome man in the world. This is from Prince and QUISIKI 5066. Absolutely, his voice is really beautiful to hear him sing and talk. I like him as an actor and singer. This is first we've read about the movies, whatever, and we love the movies and like to share pictures and little shorts and everything of the movies also. He's wonderful and funny sometimes. That's why I love him so much. Thank you so much. He is just the best, the king and miss. That's from Joanne Lomas. Thank you very much, Joanne. Judy Fowler, 3069. I saw Elvis in Las Vegas many times and also in concert when he traveled to different venues. Once you see him, you'll never forget. He had so much charisma and the electricity in the air when he first comes on the stage, like a volcano erupting. Elvis had a love affair with his audiences. We all felt he was singing just to you. I can believe that 100%. I'll never forget him. He's a beautiful man inside and out. Only wish he was still here. Love, love, love. Thank you very much, Judy Fowler. And she also got some replies from Denise Walters. So lucky to have seen him. Would give anything to have seen him live. Absolutely. And FLOARCH Bold 5820. Oh my gosh, how lucky are you? I live in England and never got to see Elvis live. I did get to Graceland 5 times, but sadly Elvis had left his mortal coil. It broke my heart. Mortal coil. To walk through Graceland and no one would ever see this gorgeous, talented man again. Absolutely, it is a sad place. Part of Graceland. It's a wonderful experience, but it does have its sad moments there. Gail, LYDON, or GAILYDON. Also Elvis in person. He's more than you know. Great, great person. Absolutely. And someone added to that. Hope you're fine as you're writing. How old was Elvis when you saw him, and where was it? Did he smell good? Well, you know that. You don't have to answer that. That came from PHEBUS 1546. Thank you very much. Vicky Russell, 2785. It's hard to say just one thing. You're absolutely right. Love his voice and also love his great big heart. He was the man. Yes, it is hard to just pinpoint one thing there. I have to agree with you. Presley, okay, 9208. There were no words to adequately describe him. That's why we screamed TCB forever. Absolutely. Presley, 9208. Bridget Lang, 5969. He's simply perfect in any way. Love, love, love. Thank you very much, Bridget. Wanda Cole, E5N. Loves everything about Elvis. I have his movies and watch them all the time. And we're missing a couple movies. We did our inventory, and we've got to go find Girls, 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 and one more. Thought we had them too, but we just did our inventory, got everything rounded up. And we do watch a lot of movies, a lot of concerts still, and we always will. And we also love everything about Elvis. Thank you very much, Wanda. What is there not to love him? I love everything of him. That's Debbie 0612. Thanks very much, Debbie. And we do agree. Sharon Ray Byrne 9165. My mama got tickets from a scalper. We saw Elvis July 4th, 76 at ORU, maybe Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He was overweight, but when he came on the stage, I started shaking like a leaf, cry, sexiest man I'd ever seen when he just oozed charisma. Best entertainer in the world will ever know, best 4th of July ever had also. And got to see him in March of 77 also. Well, you're a very lucky lady, Sharon. Very, very lucky. It doesn't matter which concert, even the later ones, everyone would have loved to have been there with you. Denise Walters commented to yours, so amazing. Never, but when you see footage of him, it's breathtaking, absolutely. Have to agree. Someone here loves his gospel songs. That came from Roger Arthur. We do too. How Great Thou Art probably is my favorite of the gospel songs. Roger Arthur, Z2V. Thank you very much, Roger. This is Denise Walters again, QL6GE. The thing I like about Elvis is everything you have heard about him. His kindness, great human being. He was so handsome. Never been to his shows or met this legend. But if I could go back, I would in a heartbeat. He had an aura about him. He stood out when he walked into a room. He was class. His voice melts my heart. And love emojis all over that comment. Thank you very much, Denise, for your participation. Dave Windorf. I miss Elvis so much. I think we all do, Dave. That's what the channel is for, as everyone knows. Dedicated to his memory and the love of Elvis. Betty Tribby, 1634. I loved everything about him with a lot of love she gives. And thank you very much, Betty, for all the love there. Wanda Cole added a comment to that. I did too. He was very awesome. And Betty Tribby commented back, yes, he was. I wish I could have seen him in person. Gold Wildfire. His eyes, but what a distinctive, unique voice he had. Beautiful man in voice. Absolutely. I think that's what gets me now, is I just can't stop listening to those songs. Just over and over and over. Never get tired of them. Never get tired of them. Got Christina Gardner, H8T. His voice, his personality, including his up and down moods, which made him human. His laugh, his looks, the way he walked, his shoulders, his concern for others, his generosity, everything that made him the whole, near perfect man. Thank you very much, Christine. We all love the man, that's for sure. More comments. Leonard the Great. I love his laugh, generosity, kindness, and can't imagine how he stayed so humble throughout his life. His goodness outweighed any flaws he might have had, and added his amazing talent. I would have loved to have seen him in better motion pictures. He had a natural talent. I never got to see him in person, although I would have loved it. Now that covered everything right there, Leonard. Everything about him. And we didn't see him in person, loved the movies, and you're right. He had potential to be a wonderful, great actor, and that's what he wanted to do, but never got a chance to show that. So we have to agree so much with your comment there and love it so much. BUDIRAHARJA 3131. I love Elvis, not only his beautiful songs, but also everything he treated his family, his people around him, his fans, even his generosity to poor people. Absolutely. He did help a lot of poor people, a lot of organizations that everyone knows. Gave huge donations. Often sang as lovely as Kiss Me Quick, Loving You, Doing the Best I Can, etc. Once I read a magazine in my country telling that when the king was touring with some of his bodyguards on the road, seeing an old female, black, admiring lady, admiring a car in the showroom, he stopped his Harley Davidson and then told one of his guards to ask the woman's address. A few months later, the car that the woman admired, whatever, was sent to her home. And that afternoon, the news was announced on the local radio broadcaster in Memphis. The next day, the radio broadcaster was also sent the same color of Cadillac by Elvis. Now, that's a great story there. Wow, how generous the man he is. I really love him. May God place him in heaven. Amen. We all hope that too. Very much. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Louis Stewart, 1396. My wonderful brother Lloyd surprised me with tickets to see Elvis when I was 16 years old. Wow, it was the most amazing gift ever. Beyond exciting, it felt like I was in another world. It was electrifying, thrilling, and the most perfect performance I've ever seen. No one compared to Elvis or even came close. He gave us his all. Such a beautiful, sweet, loving, and amazing, talented person. I was so lucky to see him again 2 more times, once in Las Vegas. He was a gift to this world, absolutely. Absolutely. 16 years old to see him the first time. That really had to be a thrill. Something you'll always talk about. Never forget. Plus the other times. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Louis Stewart. BARONESBOTERVIOOT 979. My hero, the king of rock and roll, just for who he was, for sure. Thank you very much. Betty Newton, 6160. I saw Elvis in Houston, Texas. I think it was 72. I was so sick, didn't hardly know what I was doing. I wasn't contagious, but I had a fever at least 106 degrees, and I remember thinking, I was about to go back to our seats, that this was as close as I would probably ever get to him, and thought, what the heck? Actually, hell, she said. Maybe no one will notice. My eyes locked onto him in this godlike form, listened to his velvet voice, and then I froze. I couldn't move towards him or back away. Then someone came up to me, and I think that's far enough. The Astrodome is huge, absolutely. I'm sure I was still a long way away, but I tried to tell them I had to touch him, say hello. But from what I could tell, I just babbled. Close but so far away. Anyway, his voice, personality, charisma, that little sneer of smirk, God, I love the whole package. I wish he could have lived longer. But that's me being selfish. I hope he's happy in heaven now, singing for God and Jesus with full angelic backup. And I hope I get there and get to hear him sing again. That's a wonderful, great comment, Betty Newton. Thank you so much. Got one to translate here from Jose, or JOSELHALUZIERIBEIRO 1126. I will love you forever. You're with God now. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I would love to know where you're from, and to appreciate your support, as it's another one coming from another country, which we really appreciate. Elaine, MOIS 675, says everything, simply everything, and we have to agree with that. Jenny L-NE4IU3YU8S. I loved him since I was 6. The story of his humble beginnings. The caring for others was a lot we had in common. We had God, Jesus, and worship in our life. Elvis represented hope for many. No, we didn't have a city-like house. We didn't have running water, heat, air, or even electricity. Well, That sounds like Elvis's upbringing right there. As anyone who's ever been to the house in Tupelo will go through it and see exactly the way Elvis was raised when he was a little kid. We were so poor, we were country folk with dirt floors. Mama said she died when I was born. She was 42. She told me about seeing heaven after I was grown. Good Lord brought her back. I had 3 older brothers and sisters. That's where we differ. Elvis was blessed to have been able to accomplish all that he did by the grace of God. He was given many gifts and talents and good looks. He also knew it was all a gift from God. We did get a better life after we moved to a bigger town when Daddy and brothers had steady and better jobs. Well, Jenny, I'm thankful that you overcame the hardships and that you're here today to share your love for Elvis and supporting the channel. Couldn't ask for anything else. Thank you very much. HARALDTRITTNER 4396. Elvis's incredible voice, 1954 to 1975. I never saw Elvis live. I'm living in Austria, Europe, and I was 15 years old when Elvis died, but 100% Elvis fanatic collector since 1975. Thank you very much from Austria. We really appreciate that. Got Edna Rodriguez, 6952. His beauty and talent, absolutely. Love emojis, and we thank you very much. Angela Petty, L1D. He was so mesmerizing. To me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. He has Southern accent and he carried himself. Forever Elvis. Forever love you, Elvis. And there's love emojis just everywhere in that comment. Thank you very much, Angela. Whirlbirdie, which I see a lot of comments, recognize the name from so many that I've answered before. This is a live answer here. Elvis never forgot where he came from. With love. Thank you very much. ANNANIT, Natalie DICKHUDT 1283. Yes, we do. I just met him before in USA, America. Looks like Elvis Presley to me. Very talented man and kind hearts. Absolutely. Thank you very much. I'd like to know where you're from also, and we appreciate your support. RJ Martin 5067 says his heart. Absolutely. Huge, huge heart for everyone. The love that he had for his fans, family, friends, everyone. Debbie Langston 8371. I love all of him, and yes, I've met him. God, absolutely. Thank you very much. The love and sharing your comment. LIDWIENOEI 9000. Just gave a love emoji, and thank you very much. We appreciate that, and I'll give you one right back. SOOTYFU, all of Elvis. I'm not fussy. Well, I don't think anybody else is either. We appreciate that very much. Joey Bull-VIV said he was a serious man in their eyes. Appreciate that very much, Joey Bull. Eileen Hellaby-E5M says everything, and we do agree. And there's the reply. The glaze is insane. That from Miguela Fernandez 8556. The glaze is insane. Thank you very much. Lauren Landon, W1P in his heyday. Who would come close? Well, there have been many beautiful men of all sizes, shapes, and diverse looks, but Elvis had something way beyond that, a sweetness of vulnerability. I don't know. I grew up realizing as a young child he was something very special. One of a kind like no other. He was very handsome. He could sing, dance, and act. Most people aren't that good at so many things. Dad, but true, he made your heart melt when he smiled. Absolutely. Thank you, Lauren London. Love to that. We've got one here to translate. P-O, it's a different language. I'm sorry, in different alphabet here. And I do apologize. I'll do my best. It's P-O, 3AKYWAEBAH9N. It says he was handsome with a lot of love emojis. And thank you very much. We'd like to know where you're from, as I don't recognize that alphabet, but we do appreciate it so much. Dave Windorf, his dancing I love the most. Absolutely. The moves. Don't think anybody else had it. Wanda Cole even commented that. Me too. He knew how to dance. NAWALAHMAD 2006 with a whole series of love emojis, and we appreciate that much. Ahmad, evidently, thanks so much. Carrie Baker, C2I, everything, with a whole lots of emojis, and thank you very much, Carrie Baker. Little translation here from Cita Santos, 1310, too beautiful, with a love emoji. Thank you very much, Cita Santos. LETITIA Munoz, 895, loves Elvis's voice. And we have to agree, as the whole world agrees to that. Thank you very much. Nadia, FI5VI or L, with a whole series of love emojis, and we give her one right back. Thank you very much. Nadia. Beverly Hill, 1194. Everything, he has a heart of gold. Thoughtful, handsome, hot, and sexy. Carries everything in one big package. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Beverly Hill. 1194. Dave Windorf, again, is dancing and moves with his legs. Absolutely, Dave. Thanks again for coming back. Hello, Deidre McMahon, 7402. Deirdre, however you pronounce it. McMahon. I wish that I had got to meet Elvis when he was alive, but unfortunately I didn't get the chance. And if he had been alive, it would be great to meet him and get his autograph and have a chat with him. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, I can't afford to go to Graceland, which would be her dream to go there and she's disabled, so disability payment, in other words, won't pay it, so I can't afford to go to Graceland, and I'm devastated. Well, my heart goes out to you. I wish there was some way that you could get there in the future. I've been there one time only, which is one time, but I do hope sometime that there's a miracle, whatever it may be, that you do get to go. We do hope that, and I know there's lots and lots of people that feel the same way as I do, and hopefully that dream will come to you. Cindy Cassidy X10, his eyes, absolutely. Thank you, Cindy. And back again to Deirdre McMahon. But years and years ago, I got to meet the late Charlie Hodge, and that's great. And Ronnie Tutt also, that's wonderful, when they were over in Ireland. So I guess being in Ireland, that's one reason that you feel that way about not being able to go to Graceland. And again, I'm very sorry about that. I also got to meet the late Joe Esposito in Ireland years and years ago, and got to meet Glenn D. Harden and Jerry Schiff and Jerry Shelley. Now that's wonderful. When they were in Ireland, and James Burton as well. Now, I know that's not Elvis, but that's a heck of a line up there that you did get to meet. That would be envious to an awful lot of people. Said she was speechless when I met him, and also got to meet Suzanne Lee from the Elvis film Paradise of Williamstown, and Cynthia Pepper as well when they were in Ireland years and years ago. Now that's wonderful, and we're so happy that you did get to do that. Johnny Eder, 3489, the greatest entertainer of all time. Absolutely, Johnny. Thank you very much. Deirdre, again, I'm sorry, I know I'm not saying your name right. But Owen also had the great honor to meet the four guys from the Jordanaires when they were over here in Ireland years and years ago as well. I was speechless when I met them as well. I think I would be too, no doubt about it. Anthony Colan, 6393, says, I like his Christmas albums, and he's a pretty spiffy dude, and he's very generous and family man. He cared a lot about his mom. Through hard times, he still took care of his people he loved. Absolutely. Anthony, thank you very much. Elvis, ha ha ha. Well, it's all the eyes that do it for me. First time meeting, I faint. Well, I'm sure there's that many more that would agree. Wonderful. Elvis believed in Jesus Christ in our country. That's Johnny Eder again, 3489. Thanks very much, Johnny. Like those double comments. Very nice. Daldenia, FREIRE-P2C, has a love emoji, and we thank you very much, Valdenia. Now, Alan Hansford. Alan, hello. This is a live hello, or a recorded one here. But we do appreciate all your support. See you all the time in the comments. Alan Hansford, XZ3MV, says everything. And Alan, we thank you for everything. Thank you very much. That concludes these comments, but we'll be making another video and reading other comments later. Again, thanks everyone. Appreciate it. See you next time.